Shalom, shalom. Before I get this lesson started, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakodash, and I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, of whom I learned from, and a shalom to the hopefully elect men who take this truth to the four corners of the earth, bidding the hopefully elect of Yasharallah, that is Israel, the true Hebrew Israelites, those who are so-called Latinos, blacks, Native Americans, and the speckled bird, which are the Israelites who look like the heathen nations because we were scattered to the four corners of the earth and we slept with the heathen women, and the offspring of those unions were still the seed of Jacob, were still the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. And those are the speckled bird. This is your brother Adah with a really quick lesson. I was just driving, thinking, coming home, and I got a download, so I'm going to try to attempt to repeat what was given to me. This is Genesis 22, verse 2. And he said, talking about the Most High, speaking to Abraham about Isaac, the promised son, who we also understand now in this truth that Isaac is the spirit Yahawashi. It's him. This is one of his carnations. This is one of his lots on the earth, that he is Isaac. So this is Yahawashi walking out his lot as Isaac, the son of Abraham. And what is going to happen? This is going to be a type and shadow of what Yahawashi would end up doing later in his final, or towards the end of his the fullness on the earth, when he would be on the earth ministering. And this is what it says in Genesis 22, verse 2. And he said, take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for me a burnt offering upon one of the mountains, which I will tell thee of. So Abraham ends up doing this, but there's so much in this. How many years was Abraham waiting on the promise? Like 25 years, 17 years? Like decades, right? Before he even got the fulfillment of Isaac being born. And so Isaac and Abraham go up the mountain, and Isaac is obedient to his father. And as they're going up the mountain, he sees the wood and he sees the fire, but he doesn't see the lamb. And he's familiar by this time that there's another necessary requirement for the sacrifice. And as they're going up the mountain, Abraham, you can only imagine the heaviness. Of course, he had faith, but you can only imagine the staggering moment, the stress, the concern. Yes, he was trusting in the Most High, but still, he had waited almost 2 decades, or if not more than 2 decades, for this firstborn promised son. And here Yahawah is asking Abraham to give him back to me. Give me your son. Because now we understand that Isaac was in fact Yahawah's son, Yahawah's only begotten son. Give me the son that I have given you. How many, let's go to that. Let's go to this really quick. Look at this. This is what I was thinking about. John 3:16, right? The famous John 3:16. For God so loved the world, John 3. And we know now that the world is not talking about all the nations on the planet. We understand that word, that Greek word world, is cosmos, which goes into a harmonious arrangement, and constitution, meaning government. And in this case, it's talking about the rulership, or the daughter of Zion, Mount Zion, the rulership of Yahawashi, King Malak Dawadah, and the 144,000 chosen, right? And we see that in Revelations 14, when the completion of that takes place. So we see right here, John 3:16, for the Most High, so loved the world, the cosmos, the constitution, the rulership of Yasharallah, Mount Zion, right? For God so loved that, the throne of David, the tabernacle of David, the rulership, Yahawashi on the throne of David with King David and the 144,000 chosen, right? And the innumerable multitude, 1/3 elect, that the Most High is going to reestablish Israel with, and all being washed in the blood of Yahawashi. For God so loved that world that he gave his only begotten son. that whosoever believeth in him from within that world should not perish but have everlasting life. And we understand that life is what? Life is a result of having wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because you can't live before the Most High without the breath, correct? And who else got the breath? Who got the breath before we did? Let's go to it. Adam. Adam got the breath. And he breathed into Adam, all right? And this is what Adam received, and we know that Adam is also the son of the Most High, that Adam is Yahawashi, right? In Yahawashi, Paul writes, we move and live and have our being. Everything we do is all within our most beloved elder brother Yahawashi. John 2:7, and Yahawah, the power, formed man, and the Alahayim formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into him, breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. This is when Adam got the understanding. He got the laws, the statutes, the nature of the Most High, the divine nature, and he was able to pass it on to his wife Eve. Prior to this, he was waiting. He was just alive, but he was spiritually dead. And this Yahawashi. You got to understand this. In the ancient time, when Yahawashi was the preeminent spirit, or as he was standing next to his father, and then he comes down to be Adam, having his memory wiped, trusting that his father would breathe into him and give him the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding on the earth under the sun. And that's what happened. Right? So we understand that life comes from that breath. So believing in Yahawashi leads us to that wisdom, knowledge, understanding where we're able to have life. And we understand that he's Adam, that he's Isaac, and he's also King Solomon. And if you study King Solomon, what does it say in the Wisdom of Solomon? He writes a lot of things, right? Yahawashi, King Solomon does, who also is Yahawashi. Enters into holy souls, enters them, just in this paraphrase, enters into holy souls. You see, it all connects. Okay, so this is King Solomon, the son of David, and Yahawashi is called the son of David in the New Testament. And he's not just a lineage, a descendant of David. He's the literal son of David, because he was King Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon 7:27, and being but one, talking about the spirit of wisdom, which is the breath, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new, and in all ages entering into, that's that baptism, entering into holy souls, she maketh them friends of God and prophets. Okay? And we know that Abraham was called the friend of the Most High, right? And Yahawashi said what to the disciples? Ye are my friends. That word friends is just as specific and exclusive as the word sons of God, saints, prophets, children of God, the word meek, all those words. What else? Saints. This is the faith and the patience of the patience and the faith of the saints. Those words, saints, sons of God, prophets, friends, those are specifically exclusive words that are attached to the Hebrew Israelite heritage for the elect. Those words are specific to the elect. The Most High and his Son are not just friends with anybody, and not just anybody can be prophets, and not just anybody is saints, and not just anybody are the sons of God. It's all specific to the elect, the hopeful elect men and women of Yasharallah. This is very, very awesome. So I was just thinking about this stuff, and I was like, man, so the Most High, when we I said all that to say this, when we go into John 3:16, it's not the only time. It wasn't the only time. The Most High, the Father, Yahawah, didn't just give us Yahawashi this one time in John 3:16. He gave us his son when he was Adam. He gave us his son when he was Malach Tazadok. He gave us his son when he was Isaac. He gave us his son when he was King Solomon. And he gave us his son when he was Yahawashi. And when he sends Yahawashi back on those chariots to destroy Esau, Edom, and to judge the 2/3 rebels, to purge out the rebels of our nation, he's sending him back. He's giving him back to us again, you guys. He's going to give us Yahawashi again. I will send you, what is it, Isaiah 19? I will send a mighty one. They shall cry out. They shall cry out for the oppressor. And I will send them a mighty one, a great one. Let me. There it is. And it shall be. And we are doing this now. Every time that we face the east, and we raise our hands, and we say, Kal Hala Yahawah Ba'Hashem Yahawashi Ba'Hashem Rakakodash, right? And when we give double honors and all that stuff, we are following prophecy, Isaiah 19:20. And it shall be for a sign and for a witness unto Yahawah hosts. Here, let's go back one more. Look at this. I'm talking about the altar, right? Isaiah 19:19. In that day shall there be an altar unto Yahawah in the midst of the land of Egypt. And this is talking about Mystery Babylon, America, North America, and all over the world, where you see these altars, where you see lessons going up online, where you see the men standing with the 12 tribe signs, with the sticks, with the names written on the sticks, like it says in Ezekiel 36:37. That's all a fulfillment of prophecy. The incense is going up. When you see these men declaring the name of Yahawah Ba'Hashem Yahawashi and chanting down Mystery Babylon, America, the rulership of Esau, Edom, based on prophecy, that's what this is talking about. And in that day shall there be an altar to Yahawah in the midst of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof unto Yahawah Ba'Hashem Yahawashi. And it shall be for a sign and for a witness unto Yahawah Ba'Hashem Yahawashi of hosts. And the hosts are those chariots, the holy angels on the right-hand side, and the evil, wicked angels on the left-hand side, in the chariots, operating according to the order of Yahawah Ba'Hashem Yahawashi and prophecy. They are making things happen in the earth in prophecy. Okay, in the land of Egypt, for they shall cry, talking about the elect, for they shall cry unto Yahawah Ba'Hashem Yahawashi Ba'Hashem Rakakodash, because of the oppressors, and that is the Edomites and Amalek, and he shall send them a Savior and a great one, and he shall deliver them. He's going to give us Yahawashi again. He's going to give us his son. And what does Yahawah require? What does Yahawashi require? He requires the first fruits, right? He wants us to give him back what he gave us, just like he asked Abraham, Father Abraham, right? He asked Father Abraham. Let me see. Pressure, holy sacrifice thy son. So when Yahawah gave Abraham Isaac, the promised son, right? And Yahawashi is promised to be sent for us again because of the oppressor. See how it just keeps compounding, precepting him. The Spirit just keeps connecting precepts and prophecy, and Yahawashi's testimony is the spirit of prophecy, just like you see right here. You guys know this story, right? I'm just paraphrasing. Genesis 22, verse 2. And he said, take now thy son, thine only son, whom thou lovest, and give thee unto and get thee unto the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains, which I will tell thee of. How do we do this today? How do we lift up the fragrance of Yahawashi now back to Yahawah? We say his name. We do the best we can to obey his commandments. We listen to the prophets. We do the work. We do the things that we can. We rehearse the righteous acts. And within the righteous acts is what? Yahawashi he comes in the multitude, or the volume of the book. Everything is him. It's all our most beloved elder brother, you guys. Man, I was driving home, man. I got all wimpy, got all teary-eyed thinking about this. I was like, good Lord. Because last night I was thinking about Yahawashi, how Yahawashi declares that the Most High, his Father, is his friend, and he also declares that we are his friends. He only says that word. He only gives that title to two groups of people, or to two. One being his father, and we know how he is about his father. He calls his father his friend in the Song of the Song of Solomon. The Shulamite girl, that is Yahawashi, the fairest of the virgins. And the virgins are who? The elect. And that virgin, that dark saying, that parable, the Shulamite girl who is Yahawashi. It's a picture of Yahawashi, just like how King Solomon ascribes the spirit or the works of wisdom to like a comely woman, describing wisdom as a woman. But then he says wisdom is the spirit of his father in the mirror that you behold. It's poetic. It's all poetic, dark sayings. That's the same thing with the Song of Solomon. The girl, the fairest of the virgins. It's talking about Yahawashi, and he and that image or that person, the Shulamite girl, says that he talking about the Most High is his friend. So I was chewing on that last night, thinking, dang man, everything that Yahawashi does, we are to conform into his image. We are to birth. No man can come unto the Father but by me. But what does he mean by that? It's not just saying his name, by Hashem Yahawashi. It's not just saying that. It's learning his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and operating that way. The way he speaks about wisdom, the way he understands wisdom in the book Wisdom of Solomon, the way he speaks in the Gospels. It's learning his movements, his patterns, learning how to sincerely mimic and just like a little brother who adores his older brother, and whatever he sees his older brother doing as a younger, uncoordinated, developing coordination brother, he mimics. He tries to dress like and act like and do the things he sees his older brother doing. That is what we are called to, you guys. And so I just wanted to say, I know I'm kind of all over the place in this. It was just, I'm gonna post this because I was like, I don't want to just not post this. This came down to me, man. Yahawah, the Most High, he is a God of justice. He's a God of wrath. He is a man of war. He has, you guys, he has wounded us with an incurable wound, and he has wounded us with the wound of a cruel enemy, and that's Esau. We're in a bad state right now, but we brought this on ourselves. We went off. We were so bad in our whorish ways. He had to be holy and righteous and judge our whoredoms, our adulteries. But he's also a God of mercy, and he's a God of balance, and he's a righteous God. He's a good power, and he's given us Yahawashi in our adulteries to come out and make us wise virgins again, man. It's insane, man, what we did, passing the holy seed through the fire, declaring other gods, man, and burning incense in the temple, facing the sun. Our records in Ezekiel, the things that we did in Jeremiah, burning incense, pouring out drinks to the Queen of Heaven, vocalizing that we liked the provisions that we were getting from like doing our drink offerings to the Queen of Heaven. Do you know what that is the equivalent like? That's the equivalent of your girl cheating on you, and then you catching her in the marketplace, and that wound is fresh, and then she starts to give praise, or she begins to brag on the guy that she cheated on you with. She begins to talk about how much of a better lover or a better provider he is than you are. Not only is she not shamefaced, she's twisting the sword that's in the wound of your back, and she's making it hurt more by running her mouth. You guys, that's what we did in, I believe it's Isaiah. No, it's Isaiah. No, Jeremiah. Jeremiah 40, in between like the chapters 40 and 44. We are doing that. Same thing when he gives the vision to Ezekiel, and we're burning incense in the temple and facing the sun. I believe our women are crying for Tammuz. Well, what's the temple? You could equate that to the bedroom, to the very chambers, the very marriage chambers of a man and a woman and his maid. That's private, man. The inner holy of holies. That's a very intimate, very holy, very sacred, very respectable, and fearful, and exclusive place. No one just goes there. And we were burning incense facing the sun, man, in the temple. It's horrible. And so we did get punished. We have been punished, and it sucks. But who is our salvation? Yahawashi, man. Our most beloved elder brother, the firstborn, the only begotten son of Yahawah, Yahawashi. He's giving us Yahawashi to fix all of this. Yahawashi is that balm of Gilead, that eye salve, that anointing oil, that healing balm on this wound, man. And we need to be healed. We need to be cleansed. Our wounds are putrefied. And Yahawah is cleansing us with Yahawashi, man. I hope this lesson is edifying. It's a little different. Don't want to get too emotional, but to you elect, you hopefully elect, you know, we see Yahawashi, man. We see Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. We have such an excellent, high, and holy power. And we've been granted access to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We've had our ears opened and our eyes opened. And we can hear the new song, you guys. The Wadi Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all glory to Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone of whom I learned from, and a shalom to the brothers, the elect men, taking this truth to the four corners of the earth, bidding the hopeful elect of Israel to the marriage supper of the Lamb, who is Yahawashi. This is your brother Radah. Shalom.